So let's take a look at question 3, where we're given the graph of a function and we're asked to estimate certain values from the function. So to do f of 2, we would need the y value on the graph so that x equals 3 at that point. So, x equals 2. Or we could think about we let x be 2, so here, and that reaches the graph there, and the output value is 8. So f of 2 has the value of 8. Same thing for 3. So you go over to x equals 3, and that reaches the function at a value of 10. So again, we're looking for the output value so that the function evaluated at the input given at 3, what is that number? For f of -1, you go over to x equals -1 on the horizontal axis, and that reaches the function at about -10. So that would be the output value associated with the input. And now we can estimate all points for which the function has an output value there of 0. And there's more than one. So all points where the function equals 0 means we need to find x, or values of x, such that x0, the point, lies on the graph, or you can think about this as y equals 0. So that would be when y is 0, we're on the x-axis, so that's the function reaches there, it goes across there, there, and there. And these values are -2, 1, and 4. So those are the coordinate points such that, so -2, 0 is on the graph, 1, 0 is on the graph, and 4, 0 is also on the graph. And we can do this for points which the function equals 8. So when y equals 8, you'd be looking at any intersection on this line. And that's there, there, and there. So I'm going to say the one on the far left is a little bit less than -2, so maybe like -2.3. The one, and then there's another one in the middle at x equals 2 exactly. And there's another one on the far right, a little bit more than 3, so about 3.3. Say you might have slightly different answers for that. Okay, and we're gonna go all the way down to the last question. So for this function, you're asked to identify the intervals where the function is increasing and the intervals where the function is decreasing. So remember that these intervals would be, they are values for the input variable. So we don't care what the function has an output value of to describe when it's increasing or decreasing. We only care about the input values that result there. So we're finding t values here, right? Horizontal input values. And so we can see that the function increases from here to here. Right? It's going in the upward direction. It's also going in the upward direction from down here and up to the end. Because it's increasing in both of those areas, it's increasing. The intervals would be from 0 to, all right, so from here to 3. And 9, so this region here, 9, 12. So remember, these are not points. They're values, they're intervals, so they're values for the input variable. And now to figure out where it's decreasing, you look at where the graph falls as you go left to right. That would be this part. And this interval at the bottom is from 3 to 9. So decreasing would just be the interval from 3 to 9. Notice how this encapsulates the entire domain of the function, right? We go from 0 to 3, from 3 to 9, and then from 9 to 12. So we're going the full length of the domain, which is important. You want to make sure that you have all of them if you need to.